Hey guys, and welcome back to another video here. Today we are doing What If Naruto Was Smart Part 2. In the last What If we ended off in like the starting of the Land of Waves arc where Naruto, I think it was a Naruto and Kakashi pretty much Zabuza just barely survived. But anyway, if you do want to watch part 1, the link of the playlist will be in the description below, so that you can watch it, obviously. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into this what if there. Because I'm not with it today. Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to start off with. I'm not sure. I think Kakashi used the Sharingan. Well, he did. So he ends up fainting in canon, and because Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura have to carry him all the way to Tazuna's place. Yes, all the way to Tazuna's place. And of course, he's currently not really happy with himself letting Tazuna, letting Zabuza live. He just could have killed him, but yeah. And of course, in wherever Zabuza was Zabuza's place, Zabuza now knows that he's Naruto's strong, and that he's gonna have to get back up, otherwise he is probably going to die the next time they meet. Yeah, he knows that for certain. If he does have backup, even if he does, he still thinks that how strong Naruto is, he's just going to kill them all. So yeah, and of course Kakashi wakes up, and Kakashi is also angry, just annoyed that they can kill Zabuza. But yeah, and of course Kakashi goes, hey Naruto, as you can do the flying writing, do you know how to walk on trees? It's yeah Kakashi, I can walk on trees and walk on water. Yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna have to train. I don't think Sasuke and Sakura do do the tree walking. No, why is that important? It's yes and no. It's not really important, but it is. You should know it already, so then you can actually. To a form chakra training, so that you can just be better with your chakra. And it's okay, and how comes Naruto can already do it? Well, Naruto's learnt the Flying Rising Sasuke, which is a Ashrank jutsu. At the very least, it's an Ashrank jutsu. And as Naruto is around the 4th Hokage's level, which, may I remind you, is his dad, Minato Namikaze. And because of that, and because Naruto has the same speed as the 4th Hokage, people are going to recognize him as the be more or less orange flash of the leaf now. And well, because he can do an Asong Jutsu just so easily, it kind of makes like sense that he can do a just like common just a common thing to be able to walk up a tree or walk up anything. Walk up trees or walk up walls. Of course, trees the hardest thing. That's why they do tree walking and water walking. Yeah. Yeah. And sorry guys if what if it's more or less on the boring side, this one. Yeah, well, it's I guess more so that was getting into, and also other stuff coming up, and also I'm knackered. Yeah, I haven't had much sleep. Well, anyway, and also, don't think I said in the last part, but Naruto would, I think he would wear his orange stuff, like he does in canon. Yeah, I think, I'm not sure. Does he have the Uzumaki clan, the thing at the back, the Uzumaki clan symbol? Yeah. If not, well, he does in this one. The back, it pretty much takes up almost the whole entire back of it. Well, no, it would take up a small portion of it, but yeah. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, so you guys, well, as it's still out, we're gonna take you to the trees, and guys, Naruto, can you watch Zabuza or protect Zabuza, so that just in case, no, protect Taizuna, not Zabuza, protect Taizuna, so just in case Zabuza or whoever hides Zabuza may come with reinforcements like that to kill him. Is it Yasuo or Kakashi? And the other two, of course, Kakashi says what he says in canon, just to Sasuke, and yeah, because Naruto's not there, so he's going to leave out the Naruto, what he said about Naruto. He's only going to say what he said to Sasuke. And of course, Naruto known how to tree walk, and Sakura getting it down very easily. It's going to anger him a bit, of course Sakura, he's useless, and yet she can walk up a tree easier than Sasuke can. It's just anger. It's making him angrier. It's why can't I do it? Happens Naruto and Sakura can do it so easily, but it's so hard for me. Why isn't it? It's well, normally Sasuke, even Naruto, probably had trouble learning how to walk up the trees. It's because the only reason why Sakura is good at it is because she's the best chakra, she's got the best chakra control out of your whole entire class, and girls have better chakra control than, the men do, so, yeah. It's yeah, but still, she's better to do this in the Naruto. It's Sasuke, you can only do what your body capable of doing. Like, you can't really do anything more or anything. Well, you can do less than what your body can, but you can't do really anything more than what your body can handle, because if you push your body, well, you're going to get extreme backlash from it. And also, because Naruto's, like, and that feels like, well, your anger towards Naruto is probably going to grow. And also, Naruto's kind of keeping another big secret. So, what's that about it? Could change how it is. It's like most of the village hates him, Sasuke. So, like, put your, like, anger aside. Like, would you rather be Naruto, be this genius prodigy, and yet have everyone in the village hate you? Or would you rather be, well, I guess you wouldn't really rather be Sakura, because she's pointless. She's really not that good at anything else besides having chakra control. And, like, genjutsu. Like, Shinfu genjutsu. But right. Yeah, like, he's just mad at the moment. And Naruto's just sitting there bored, like, just bored. And Tarzano's like, well, are you just going to sit there all day and, like, are you just going to sit there all day and do nothing? It's like, well, because I only said to protect you, he didn't say I had to help you, but I'm bored, so sure. Yeah, and he makes a, like, maybe like a good, well, at least 100 shadow clones just to help them out. Just, help them out. Of course, that surprises everyone. It's like, not a lot of people can, just make 100 shadow clones. I think it's even, like, rarer to actually make at least 10 shadow clones. And of course, for, like, Naruto being a Genin, Genin, Chunin, then Jonin, yeah. Like, he's, like, to the village, he's already considered, like, Jonin, like, medium, but what they say in Naruto is, like, low to medium, Jonin. They don't really realize that Naruto's, like, well, for one, his chakra reserves are insane, because don't forget he has the 9-tailed sword within him, and he doesn't know about that, and he has tried to talk with Kurama. Mind you, he's tried going into his mindscape, and that's why he's trying on the, like, bridge, and I'm getting nowhere. So he makes 100 cyclones that all working, and he finds somewhere, like, more secluded, more quiet, and he tries again, and that try is successful. He, like, the 9-tailed fox can feel there's some presence, and because Kurama would immediately know that it's Naruto, and he's like, huh, kid, so you're here, are you? What do you want? It's like, you must be 9-tailed son. Do you have a name? You must be 9-tailed fox. Do you have a name? Like a proper name, not just, oh yeah, I'm the 9-tailed fox, duh. Like some blatantly obvious, which, it's like, why should I tell you my name? You haven't really done anything to, like, so that I can trust you. It's like, what do you mean by trust me? And yeah, cause like, Kuma knows that Naruto's smart and that. So, and he doesn't, well, he also doesn't know that, if he gives Naruto's chakra and his friendship, he ain't gonna, he's not just going to go rampant and, try and, destroy everyone or destroy himself. Something very stupid to kill, to get himself killed. And he's like, well, I'm the strongest out of all 9. What I mean by that is I'm the strongest out of all 9 tailed beasts in Naruto. And, well, yeah, even though I've only been split up, even when your father, when he was born, split me up half because of that incident. The 9 tails incident, they call it. Not actually sure what they call it, but that's what I'm calling it. And, well, even though you only have half of me, I'm still stronger than all 9. Because I'm not sure if he's 10 or 20% of the actual, 10 to 20% of the 10 tails. All the rest are probably around either 0.1, 0.5 to 1%. All the other tailed beasts, but Naruto, Kuma's got the biggest chunk, and the rest of the 10 tails just, stayed within the 6 paths. Sage of 6 paths. Yeah. To pass within him, and of course, even if he died, Sakura was already split up, so it didn't really do much. But yeah. Of course. So I'd say, the full 9 tails got 20%, so the, Kuma's got 10% of the 10 tails, and so it's wow, the beast that the Sage of 6 paths that, gave us life. We all come, we use all our descendants of the Sage of 6 path, because you can use chakra, and we're the descendants of the 10 tails which created, you could say created this land, and therefore and the Sage of 6 paths split it up, and you gave me 20% of the 10 tails, and the rest around 1 to 2%. Going in from lowest, and the 8 tails having 2% of it. So yes, I am the strongest one out of them all, having only 10% as I'm split up, as my other half is within your father. So yeah, and I thought you would have been a lot meaner, because everyone's everyone calls me demon fox like that. But you don't seem mean. You just either act that way because you want to be either feared, or you just so lonely that making people feared of you is the only entertainment you get. And I'm not gonna go mad for your power. If you, I'll ask you for your power, and if you don't give it to me, then you don't give it to me. I'm only asking for your power as a precaution, just in case I need need it. And yeah, so it'd be nice if we can become friends, but if I need to prove myself, then I don't know, like, what do I have to do to prove myself then? And of course, it's like, running 4 and you can stop calling me Nine Tails. I will tell you my name, and my name is Kurama. All the other toad beasts do have their own names, but I'm not gonna tell you them, as they should tell them themselves. Which, makes sense. Makes sense for them to tell, well, me their names and not you. And just like, I knew, most people knew who my father was, but they don't want to tell me, like, even the Kage doesn't want to tell me, like, how my dad was, and I was hoping you'd tell me how my, how strong my mum and dad was, and that, like, well, for one Naruto, you've already surpassed a male. You've already surpassed him when you learnt the flying writing, and as you're the same speed as the fourth Hokage, you have already, to a degree, are his rival, and in some sense of chakra reserves, you are you've got the biggest chakra reserves out of everyone in the world, as being half Uzumaki and half Namikaze. Your father had very large chakra for being a Namikaze, and your mum, even though, like, the Uzumaki clan is known for having big chakra reserves and strong life forces, which means that they're the only people that, if they had a tailed beast ripped out of them, they'd be able to survive for at least an hour straight. I think it's at least an hour, and, like, of course, for the weakest Uzumaki, it's around an hour, which just tells you that, like, everyone else in the world would just have perished, just having it poured out of them. But Uzumaki and your mother had the highest recorded chakra reserves of all time out of the Uzumaki clan, and your father had the highest, Namikaze, is the Namikaze a clan? Not Krishna. Kurama is like, no, that's just that's just what his last name is. He didn't really know his mother or father, so he decided to call himself a Namikaze. So, okay. And it's like, and of course your parents having both massive chakra reserves that just went into your KV, and you've got already, at birth you had the most insane chakra reserves of them all, and as you've got to me Naruto settled within you, and because your father put the 8 trigram ceiling formula, and that's settled me, what it does is that my chakra will slowly leak over time into you, becoming one with your own chakra, and it makes your chakra reserves a lot bigger. And so, by default, you would be, if you didn't have me by default, you would have by now been at least 10 to maybe 20%, 10 to 20 times the chakra reserves of Kakashi. And around, I think it's 2 to 3 times more than Minato. And I'm not sure on your mother. I know your mother had big reserves, but I'm not quite sure I think maybe two times, not really that sure. It's like maybe even more. Maybe more for both, but. And as you've got me, you're easily around 100, maybe even 200, like, because this seal has to hold back my chakra. If you were to open the seal, and therefore your chakra wouldn't be holding back, you'd have at least 200, around 100 to, at least 100 to 200 times that of Kakashi's sense of Kakashi's chakra reserves. And I was just like, what? That big? He's like, yes, Naruto. And just think, you're quite young and your chakra reserves are only going to grow as you get older, so. And no one can rival you. You can spam jutsus that other people wouldn't be able to. Like, your father was really the first one that was able to spam the flying rising back to back, other than the person who created it. And also, your clan's expertise is in sealing jutsus. So you may, I'm not telling you to, but you may, if you want to, check out some sealing scrolls and that. Or ask the photo Kage for some sealing scrolls, or walk all the way over to the Uzumaki clan that, even though it's ruined now, there may be at least a library or that is intact with at least some books, maybe, that you should be able to learn from, at the very least. And that's like, okay, and then it's like, okay, it's getting late now, so you may want to get up. So, okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow then, Kuruma? Kuruma goes a bit. He's a bit surprised on that. He's like, okay, I've got, nothing to do. And that's just like, okay, bye. And Naruto leaves and he's like, okay, I know I can't really tell anyone that I'm in 9000 Jinjoki, as it's an S class or S rank secret. Thinking of Fairy Tail that when I said S class. Yeah, it's S rank secret. Yeah. And so Naruto goes back at his night because his clones disappear. And nice goes that. It's nothing really happened. Sasuke is annoyed, and that's what kind of happens for a couple of days. The next day Sakura joins Naruto in protecting Tazuna. Or just sitting there on the sidelines doing nothing. Yeah. No, just don't you have anything better to do, Sakura? Learning some jutsus, or it's Kakashi only wanted us to learn tree walking. It's yeah, but you need, or at least, you need to know how to fight, because standing there with a kunai ain't going to, make any person scared of you. They're more or less going to see that you are scared. Yeah. And they'll take advantage of it. Yeah, just like I did when I put you under that genjutsu. So, yeah, I'm still not happy about it. Well, see. I took advantage of your weakness. And it seems like you still fund over Sasuke. And I wouldn't try and start thundering over me because I'm the fourth Hokage's son. So if you try doing a will put you under genjutsu that may or may not put you in a coma at the very least. And does that like Sakura's like taken back a bit? And also if you don't get any better, Sakura, means Sasuke is gonna leave you in the dust. Well, to be frank, I've already left you two in the dust. And yeah, you need to get stronger. Otherwise, what's the point of having you on the team? You're pretty much useless. If you are Sasuke, he'll just say the same thing. And yeah, she ain't happy how Naruto's talking like to her and saying that she's useless. It's like, I'm not useless. It's like, you are. Like, what's the true walking, to like the true walking exercise is meant to increase your control over your chakra. Like, from it, I've already done it, I can do it easily. And what's like, for Sasuke, will help him to control his chakra so that he may be able, and if he doesn't like it, the Uchiha Sharingan. The Uchiha Sharingan, if he unlocks the Sharingan, well, then he'll be able to use it without as severe as a drain as someone who doesn't know to walk up on the tree or have seen. And well, for you, like, what's the point for you learning that just to walk up a tree? Like, so what? It's like, you're like, you can't really do nothing, Sakura. Your chakra reserves are just tiny. You're better off learning. The only thing I could suggest for you to learn is healing jutsu at the very least. But at the very most, I think, and even that may be a bit too much for you. So what? So well, you're like, well, I did it first. So it's like, so what? Girls who have got better chakra control than men do, like, that's common knowledge, Sakura. And I've got something in me that, messes up my chakra flow a bit, so I have to work even harder. I have to have better chakra control than anyone else just to be able to walk up a tree. So what do you mean something inside you messing your chakra? That's impossible. Well, I can't tell. Well, I guess I could tell you, but it's an S rank secret, Sakura. So if I tell you, you're not allowed to tell anyone. If you do, your life is very much going to be ended. And fine, I won't tell anyone. Good. Well, about like the 9 times attack that happened years ago, and well, I guess you haven't seen, but the villagers hate me, and why they hate me is because I've got a 9-toed fox sealed within me, about half of it. The other half my father sealed inside of himself, and I believe my father did that for a reason. Like, there had to be a reason. From what the fellow Kage and the 9-toed foxes told me, he sealed the 9-toed fox within me for a clear reason, and that reason could be just to befriend the 9-toed fox and be able to control its power, so that one day that he probably knew that one day I'd need someone with the power of the 9-toed fox would be required to protect the hidden leaf village, and so he sealed the 9-toed fox within me. And that of course surprised Sakura a fair bit. I'm not sure I understand why everyone in the village pretty much hates him. Besides I think I don't know why like Kamahamu. I really hated Naruto. I think the only reason why he said you to me because he's the only one in the room besides from the thing. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, with like, you know, Sakura now understand why Naruto, well, why people hate Naruto. She just like feels sorry and also, you know, like she's like, you know, that's, I can't really think of it, but yeah, and well, I keep on talking. So Sasuke is still trying to walk up the tree, and he does successfully walk up it, and because night comes, they eat dinner, and then it's the day that Zabuza arrives, but with, of course, backup. And just before they set off, Naruto gives like Tazuno's like grandson, I think it was, yeah, made kunai with a mark on it because it's the flying legend mark. It's like, if you drop this or throw it, and I'll be able to come to your rescue, because it feels like they may ambush, like used to, it were like used as a bargaining or that. So yes, like keep this on hand, and it's like alright, you know, like nods and goes, alright Naruto. All three set off, and Naruto can immediately feel like there's something off, and feels like, Naruto, there's something wrong here. Like, I can feel it, like there's no, all the workmen are dead, Naruto. They've killed them. And it's like, so he's here then, Tazuno's here, and it feels like with backup, right? It's like, yes. I'm not sure, but you may want to use my It's like, noted, but you know, let's see how strong they are. At first, I'll make, oh no, let's say maybe like 10,000 shadow guns at least. See if they get scared, then well, they run away, and then we'll be able to just like kill them as they run away, because their backs turned to us, and because you should never turn a back from me, if Shinobi, especially one that knows the flying hygiene. Yeah. And of course, you know, as they get there, Naruto tells like Kakashi like the bridge workers are all dead, that they, well, you know, they're walking now into either a trap or a massive fight, and that Tazuno's got brought back up. And yeah, like Kakashi's like, how do you know that? I can feel it. I can feel that there's more than one person on the bridge, and I can also and I can't feel any of the workmen, like they're all dead. And yeah, of course, like Zabuza and Kakashi go at it. Sakura has been doing, since that talk of Naruto, she has been doing a bit of training, like by herself against a tree. Yeah, just punching it. Yeah, till Naruto realised, and then gave her shallow climb to train with. Yeah, just to like speed up her progress and make sure that, you know, she does know at least how to fight, so that she can actually protect Zabuza. Yeah, protect Zabuza, protect Taizuna. Been saying wrong names. Oops. So guys, yeah. Anyway, as no, as because they post like the Ubud times, and I was like, why is everyone is like Sakura attacked them? Why? Because there's going to be a battle in a minute now. And of course, like, Mist rolls in just as Naruto says that, so Naruto quickly throws a load of kunai out over. And Sasuke's like, what's that meant to do? That's pointless. Just wasting a load of kunai. And like, like, not Sasuke, Kakashi's already like, no, what is that? He's going to do what Minato does best, and that's confuse his targets with more than one kunai. And also, guys, if that has been any background noise, sorry for that. And yeah. Also, luckily, because I use OBS, and I'm not sure. I think you've always been in OBS, but I noticed it not too long ago that there's a pause button right next to like the streaming button. Not the streaming button, the recording button, which pauses the video, pauses it. So instead of having to stop it and then restart it, you just press that and it pauses it. Anyway, yeah. And like, Kakashi's like, Kakashi thinks he like, how much chakra is it? Like, I know Naruto's got to be at least, like, 10 times my chakra reserves. Well, like, that's even going to eat out a lot. Like, does he know the Rasengan already? And of course, like, a load of people come up on the bridge, and Naruto's like, Kakashi, I can teleport you right to where Zabuza is if you want to deal with him. And like, for trapping, like, to get I guess extreme revenge on a place doing that water prison. And he's like, yes, I'll take care of Zabuza. And so Naruto teleports Kakashi right to Infernal Zabuza, which surprises the heck out of Zabuza. And so, as he sees Kakashi, Zabuza jumps back and goes like, Kakashi of the Zangan, time to beat you and get back for what that kid did to me. It's like, well, that was your own fault, Zabuza. And Sasuke is fighting Haku, and like, there's now just a load of, like, like, Zabuza's got a load of backup. It's like, like, my backup, go take care of that kid over there that's protecting Tazuna. And like, Sakura's starting to get a bit scared, having a load of people running at her. Before she knows that, all that she sees is an orange flash, just zigzags everywhere, and they're all like, everyone's just falling down one after another, like a domino effect. And like, Kakashi sees them, Kakashi's like, Sensei? And Zabuza would know of Minato being the orange flash of the leaf, but the yellow flash of the leaf, the orange. And he'd go, that kid, he must be that Minato's son, right? Kakashi. And Kakashi's like, so what about it? And yeah. Yeah, he's like, well, I think you needed better backup than that, Zabazar, because it seems like Naruto's just taking them all out in the blink of an eye. As the orange flash of the leaf. And yeah, like, you know, Zabazar's just like, dang it. And oh, don't worry, like, it's just me and you fighting. Naruto's probably gonna go and help Sasuke. You know, Sasuke may not want his help. He will still help Sasuke. And well, that's what Naruto does. Of course, he runs over to Sasuke, throws a load of kunai. Like, I remind you, he could teleport out quite easily. And it's like, why are you in here, you fool? Now you're trapped with me. It's like, no, not really. You're the only one trapped. I can just teleport out of here. And he just shows Sasuke that he just teleports right out of there, and Haku's just like, what was that? It's like, huh? So you don't know what it's called. It's called the flying writing. And my father was known for it throughout the land as the yellow flash leaf, and I'm pretty sure, like, the orders were, if you saw him, run away. Give up and run away. And of course, I'm his son, so I'm the orange flash leaf. And well, I guess that may still continue now, so do you want to run away? Because I will happily take you on. And just like, it's my fight now. It's like, well, it looks like you need my backup, Sasuke, or you may actually die. And he's like, I don't need help now. It's like, okay, fine. If you're in trouble, I'll just, you know, jump in and save you, I guess. When Naruto teleports out. And Sasuke's like, well, why didn't you help? Sasuke's like, well, Sasuke needs to realize on himself that, you know, he's only so strong, he needs to rely on us, Sakura, and currently he is not. He sees you as the weakest one of all, and he sees me as so strong that it frustrates him, it angers him. Why someone who played dumb in class so strong? It angers him so much. And so, yeah. Yeah, also guys, if you made it this far into a video, because I just want to mention that I've recently started getting back into doing art, and what I mean by that is I think 2 to 3 years ago for Christmas, I was a Christmas person, I asked, well, my parents got me a drawing tablet. It's a bit small one, but yeah, I'm not the best at it, as I have, like, what, a week and a couple of days, well, probably not even a week really, but a couple of days ago got back into, like, using, well, I wasn't good at using it in the first place, but I've now started to use it a lot more. And yeah, if you'd either like to see me draw something, either like record it and upload it, which I'd then speed up, because it does take around, I think, a good hour to 2 hours and 30 minutes for me to go from like sketch to like colouring it. But yeah, I just wanted to put it out there, so for anyone that makes it out, makes it this far, you know, comment down below, you know, either you do want to see that, and that does also mean that I'll try and draw, like, the, like, at least a picture for, what if, Naruto the, had the tutorials my Tabi, of course, Naruto, like, having, being also male and female in that what if you don't know why, and you're new here, well, there'll be a link to the playlist in the description for that what if also, so if you guys do also want to watch that one, you can, it'll be linked in the description below. So anyway, let's get back on track. I just wanted to add that in. Yeah. Anyway, So, like, you know, yeah, and that, Sakura said, yeah, but you should save him, like, you know, it's, like, if I save him, Sakura, it's just gonna make him even more angry, and if I tell him, oh, it's because, you know, like, Sakura told me to save you, it's going to make him even more angrier. Sakura, he doesn't want my help, and well, he's got to realise one of these days that he's gonna have to rely on our help, otherwise he may very much die, and of course relying on help, because I think the person who wants to kill is Itachi for the, like, because Itachi was, well, the one that killed pretty much 99.8% of all Uchihas. The only two that are left alive is, of course, Sasuke and his brother. And because of that, you know, Sasuke wants to get back at him, and therefore, you know, he sees himself as the strongest, which, well, I guess when I was in the academy, it probably wasn't the smartest thing to play dumb. I guess I should have shown my intelligence and, well, or at least showed that I could, you know, beat up Sasuke, so that, like, Sasuke would have this, like, superior of, like, I'm the strongest, even though he's weaker than me, because I'm an Uchiha. Yeah, and I think what makes it even more worse for Sasuke is that he knows that I'm the fourth Hokage son, but I'm like you, and because of that, it makes him more angrier, like that I'm the fourth Hokage son, and, you know, I'm this strong. You know, I played dumb. Like, to Sasuke, it doesn't make sense for, like, to him. And yeah, like, I was just talking back and forth, and I was just like, you are going to save him, right? If something happens, yeah, if it looks like he's about to die, I'll teleport him. Well, I'll either drag him out by force, or, well, literally, because I'll teleport him out of there, and if he moans at me, I'll just teleport him to the to a jail cell in the village. Wait, you've got one. It's like, yeah, I added them just in case. Well, I put 2 flying Raijin, like, kunai there just in case of a, like, you know, of this turning out A rank being our first C rank. Huh. Good idea. Wait, why did you put him there? Well, he would have to calm down, and then I'd, well, probably teleport Haku into one, which, mind you, they're well, they aren't getting out. That's for sure. And yeah, of course, Sasuke, like, you know, Sasuke's just getting, like, more and more beaten up, and, like, Sasuke's like, please help him. Well, she doesn't say that because she knows Naruto, so now it's like, I guess I'll go and save him, because it looks like he's about to die. So what do you mean? Well, not right now, but if it carries on like it currently is, he's going to die very soon, Sakura, so I'm going to have to teleport him out. And just saying, if he starts acting unruly and starts running in my direction back here, just yell out. You know, Sasuke don't, and I'll simply teleport him either to the infirmary. Well, I'll knock him out and then teleport him to the infirmary. Yeah. Or I'll just send him to the prison and then tell, like, the prison guy that, you know, he's there for timeout as he's not doing much teamwork. So he's in timeout. And he's like, then okay. And you know, he teleports Sasuke out. Sasuke's like, I could run against him. And Naruto is gonna take it, and then everyone's gonna think, oh, thank you, Naruto, like, warm down, like, and, Sasuke's like, Sasuke, I may not be strong at anything, I'm not good at anything. Besides chakra control, it's just practically useless as I don't have much chakra. And, like, yeah, I can become stronger if I train how to fight and at least learn medical jutsu, then I'll be able to, like, heal my users. Well, yeah. Now the heal use, and you need to learn that you can rely on us to help you. It's like, I need to get stronger and kill Itachi. Just to get payback because you wiped out your whole village. Would your village, your clan, would your mother and father want that? Would your clan want that, Sasuke? Or would they just rather, like, want you to go, like, go about your life? Like, that had to be the reason why he killed them. He wouldn't just kill them just for the sake of it. And, Sasuke goes, you don't know nothing about the puncher. And then Naruto knocks him out and teleports him to Limb Valley. And because Sakura's just like, thank you, Naruto, is that cool? Is he, I teleported him to Limb Valley into the hospital, I'll just tell them. Yeah. And they just see, like, Sasuke just fall, like, unconscious to them. It's like, hi, I decided, well, I didn't knock Sasuke out because he was being unruly, and also, I think he's got, he needs to be, held. So he teleported him here, and knocked out and teleported him here, otherwise he probably have, like, had a massive outlast and, well, probably may have killed Sakura, so, yeah. Make sure if you are attending to him that you at least strap him down the bed so that he isn't going to wake up and immediately try and kill us. So, okay, Naruto, like, thanks for letting us know. Like, yeah, and I'd put him on the bed and strap him down right away as soon as possible, because I'm not sure how long he's going to stay out. And yeah, because now Naruto teleports back, and I'm just like, where is he? Where is Naruto? And Kakashi's just like, where's Sasuke? It's like, yeah. And Naruto just knocks Haku out. Haku is then teleported to the Hidden Leaf village prison area. And he pretty much tells guy that, he's knocked him out, and yeah, they need someone to interrogate. Yeah. And then he goes and helps Kakashi, and Kakashi then manages to kill Zabuza. And Kakashi goes, where's Sasuke? And he's like, I had to teleport him back to the village because he was about to hit Sakura for what looked like a killer with a kunai in Kakashi. So I teleported him to the infirmary, the hospital, and knocked him out at the same time, and told him when he wakes up to make sure that he's strapped down because he could go in a massive, like, raid and, try and kill them or something like that. So, thank God. And then he's now to something's happened. It's like, what's wrong now? It's like, I'll be back in a sec. And of course, it's just those two guys who are gonna kidnap the, like, Tazuna's grandson's mother. I can't remember their names, but yeah, like, Naruto, like, knocks them out easily. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, Naruto does put a like flame raging mark in the like in the I guess Waves village, so that if there's a mission that's required somewhere on that area, they can teleport there and then walk the rest of the way. Yeah, like cut down on time. And yeah, like of course after dealing with that, the like people, not the people, like yeah, like the like Gato's men and that come, and he like Zabazar's dead, and Gato's like, he's no use to me, and like he goes to Naruto goes to like Kakashi, are you okay, Kakashi? Can you fight? And Kakashi, I'm almost out of chakra. Is like, Naruto's like, I'm starting to get a low in it too, because I've used the flame margin a lot. But of course, I've got an ace up my sleeve. It's like, what's that, Naruto? You don't. No, what is it? You find out soon enough. And Naruto's like, goes on Kuma, I'm gonna need some of your chakra here. So, what are you gonna do? I'm going to make at least 1,000,000 shadow clones and kill every single one of them in a blink of an eye. And it's like, millions can be a bit overboard, but okay, no. And like, of course, Kakashi can just feel like this chakra then emanating off of Naruto, and then like it surrounds Naruto, and Kakashi's like, yeah, he's like, yes, Kakashi, I do know that I have the 9 tails inside of me, but I do know I do. And I have recently managed to talk to him, so we're on talking basis at least. And also, like, the only person that doesn't know is Sasuke. But I don't feel like I should tell him that I've got the 9-tailed fox sealed inside of me, because I think, like, he would just, go, that's no excuse, like, he would say that's no excuse, or something like that. He would just be a jack about it. And he goes, Kakashi, just sit back and watch this show that you probably won't see very often. And he's like to put his hands together and goes, multi-shadow jutsu. And Sakura's just mouth dropped, and Kakashi's like, how many are there? Like, how many cyclones did you make? At least 1,000,000, I think. There's definitely 1,000,000, but there could be more. And Kakashi's just like, you could probably even beat all the Hokage Naruto. Yeah. Like the Hokages of their villages, like, yeah, you can beat the rest of them. So, put it together, you think so? Maybe I'll try. It's like, yeah, you try, I'm only joking, Kakashi. And then, and everyone's, it's like, you ready, everyone? Let's kill him in one strike. And, can't remember his name now. I did say it. What he sees is just like his whole army that he brought would just fall in front of him, and just of course, once they killed killed their target, they would put away And so Naruto is drained, but because he's got Kuma's chakra run through him, he's going to be able to, at least get them back to the village before passing out of chakra exhaustion. And Kagashi's just thinking to himself, he's got one insane chakra. He's got an insane chakra himself to be able to pull this off. Yeah. And of course, Sakura and her head, it's he's got this much chakra. Nobody's gonna be able to beat him. And yeah, Sakura and Kakashi sees just one just all a million just suddenly gone, and there's just one the Naruto left, and they're like, who's what's all these shotguns? And then they just see the whole army drop. It's I told them, once you killed your target, disperse. It's that's a good idea, because the remaining chakra inside of them would go back to you. It's yeah. And what Gato, that's them, Gato sees is just all his army just plop onto the floor. It's you killed all of them at once. He's yes, I did. And now I'm going to kill you, Gato. Time for you to die. And he just kills him instantly. And yeah. Because the villagers arrive and they're what happened? Well, you can thank Naruto, but we've got to go on our way. It's but the bridge, it isn't finished build, whatever. Don't worry, Naruto's got a cute eye. He knows the flying lights, and he can teleport us back to the village. And of course Naruto teleports Kakashi to the Hokage's office, and teleports Sakura and himself to the hospital. And because the nurse at the front desk was Naruto and Sakura, you're here to see Sasuke, and then we just got back from our mission, literally. It's yeah, wait, so you finished this? Yeah, I think it was an A rank, maybe even low S rank. You went on that instead of a C rank. Yeah, and then they just see Naruto's just they just see Naruto then fall, and yeah, of course Naruto's then crossing. They're what's wrong with him? Sakura says, and it's don't worry, the only thing's wrong with him is Sakura exhaustion. Did he do anything? It's he did make while he did say to Kakashi that he made around 1 million shadow clones. It's a million, making 1 million shadow clones, and used some flying Raijin, on top of that to knock out every single one of them at once. And plus those Ganto men which he had to deal with, which the 1 million, that's why he made it. And using the flying Raijin so many times, that's got to have drained him massively. He's got insane chakra reserves. He's got to be he's got to be out cold. He's got to be out cold for at least a solid week, maybe even longer. So yeah, and also, how is Sasuke doing, man? Naruto was right on telling us to restrain him, as he woke up immediately annoyed and wanting to get out of here. He wasn't listening to us. So okay, so I'm guessing visiting him for now isn't good. No. And also where's Kakashi? He should be with you, right? He's oh no, Naruto teleported him to the Hokage's office. It's okay. Yeah, and like Picasso, because like Horizon is just leave. Okay, he's just doing some paperwork, and all of a sudden Kakashi appears in front of him like, we've completed our mission, Lord Third Okage. So, blah, 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 blah. Kakashi, you surprised me. It's like, sorry, Third Okage. Yeah, and they put something. It's like, where's his team? It's like, he sent Sasuke to the hospital. Like, yeah, I received that, and I received that. He's not been quite cooperative, and I think Naruto may have teleported either himself at home or to the hospital as well. And Sakura, I don't know, it's either probably somewhere. Yeah. And like they go, well, let's go to the hospital first, because like he's like, whatever happened on your mission, it's like, well, it was meant to be an escort, but he tells no lie because he couldn't pay for it, so he made it was like high A rank, maybe in low S rank. That high? It's like, yes, we had to kill a lot of people, even Zabuza. It's like, yeah, and I received information that Nanto managed to capture one of them. He did, yeah, he sent them to our prison. Huh. I guess that it's probably that Haku guy. Who's Haku? Oh, it's the like prisoner who Naruto's probably sent here. You just, like, whatever you do, just, you can, like, he's got a, like family Gekkei Genkai, as like he's got like ice Gekkei Genkai. So, okay. Thanks for the information. I'll let you go and rest up, Kakashi. He's like, yeah, and Kakashi's like, he's used a lot of chakra, so yeah, he goes to the hospital and they're like, you're well, who don't they see? Well, we're not really. Well, you shouldn't really see Sasuke, but because you can if you want, or you can go see Naruto. It's like, well, why is Naruto bad? He fell, well, not conveniently, he just fell right in front of us, and after examining him, he's just got extreme chakra absorption. And it's like, yeah, I'd probably like that's probably makes sense for what he managed to do. So how long he's gonna be out for? At least a week, probably like a month. Like maybe a month at least, and it's like, oh, like yikes! It's like, I'm not feeling so good myself. I'm just I'm getting a lot, getting stabs. Also, I think Kakashi did lose some blood, and it's like, some bandages you got Kakashi. So like Kakashi's bandage stuff, and that is like wounds of bandage, like bandage stuff, and they're healing, and he sees like Kusakura just like sitting by the side of the bedside of Nato, and it's like, are you okay, Sakura? After seeing all of that, it's like, yeah, just like really I need to get stronger. I need to learn how to fight. And I was thinking after this, if Naruto was fine, if he could train me, because I don't really want to ask Sasuke, because he's all time mighty about being the strongest, and that, as Naruto said. And yeah, and it's like, yeah, like a week goes by and Naruto like wakes up. It's like, and she opens his eyes like, where am I? And he glances over, he's like, where am I? And so it's like, you're in the hospital now, though. You collapsed right in front of, like, the receptionist, right in front of the reception. So, you're in the like hospital. It's like, but like that is about Sasuke's just been detained and is like we're trying to calm him down, but nothing really. Like he seems to be a lot calmer now. So that was like they've taken the balance off him, but he's still not like be visited by anyone. And I've just been well here, waiting for you every day. Like why? Like you could have been training with Kakashi. I've been out. It's like. But I thought of that at first, but it was too distracting, and you know, two of my teammates were in the hospital. One was because he was too high and mighty, and the other one was because he just wanted to, you know, be so off and protect everyone at once, making million shadow clones for no reason. So, yeah, my bad. And yeah, yeah. And so then, you know, of course, Kakashi walks and goes, Naruto, so you're awake. Yeah, Sasuke's just told me about Sasuke's like, yeah, he's not being the best. He's quite angry about, you know, not allowed to like walk out or like freely roam around at the moment. So yeah. And guys, this is where I'm gonna end the what if. So if you have enjoyed it, like. If you've enjoyed the challenge and want to see more just like this, subscribe. And also guys, I don't know, I guess like this one today just felt a bit boring. So the first one felt a lot more exciting than this one, but anyway. You know, like, if you guys don't this as well, so I'll probably carry on making this, or maybe another 2 or 3 more parts. Like, yeah, if I don't see any interest in it, I'll just stop uploading it and maybe upload it. Like maybe upload that a new what if. I do have another idea for, but yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna end it here. So yes, goodbye.